Was Skindinavia partnering with MCO Beauty and coming out with the all-dayer setting spray on your bingo card for 2026? And we're talking about it being basically the all-nighter setting spray with the dupe queen, MCO Beauty, and they are coming out with a setting spray that is literally the all-nighter setting spray, but it's with MCO Beauty. Sit back, we're getting into it right now. This is something that I need to talk about. I had a shorts video on my channel and I was like, I'm going upstairs right now to film this. I am going to sit down, we're going to talk about it. And this is just one of those unfiltered opinions videos. And it's just really thinking back to the past year with Skindinavia, with Urban Decay, and let's step back for a minute and let's talk about what happened with Skindinavia and Urban Decay and the whole debacle behind it. If you guys want to see, I do have two videos up on my channel that do talk about this entire controversy that happened. But if you didn't know, let's just step back and into time here about a year. A year ago, we found out that Skindinavia was no longer partnering with Urban Decay. Actually, I should say that the other way around. Urban Decay was no longer partnering with Skindinavia. They were not renewing their partnership contract to make the OG formula, the all nighter setting spray, which is the one with like the cursive and the matte black bottle. You know, the OG $32 setting spray that everybody knows and loves that has that cooling technology. And Urban Decay re released in a new package with a new formula and didn't let anybody know about what was going on. And people wondered why the all nighter setting spray was completely different now that the packaging was different. And Skindinavia came on their social media and they laid out the entire story for us that, last year in 2025, Urban Decay did not renew their contract with Skindinavia. They decided to reformulate and change the all nighter setting spray to the new one. I did an ingredient breakdown in it, but basically they claimed for it to have the same technology as the original, but it would make your makeup last up to 36 hours instead of 24 hours of wear. I'm sorry. So the original was 16 hours and the new one was up to 24 hours of wear. So you would get more wear time, 8 hours more wear time out of the new formula versus the old formula. And when we heard Skindinavia, they came on board and they were like, well, Urban Decay never let us know that they were not renewing the contract. It was one of those things where basically they ended the contract without giving them notice, which was against their contractual agreement. And nothing ever really came of it. I hadn't heard of any lawsuits of breach of contract, which I found super interesting. But in any case, fast forward to we are in July of 2026, and it has been announced, even by Business of Beauty, that the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray is being redone. And the formula, I should say, the formula that is owned by Skindinavia, and they partnered with Urban Decay to come out with the All Nighter setting spray. It was award winning from Allure for many, many years. And everybody was really mad at Urban Decay, to say the least, because not only did they throw this very small business under the bus, so to speak, Scandinavia was left in the dark, and you know they threw Scandinavia under the bus, but they also very, very intentionally omitted the fact that it was not the same formula to their customers, and they essentially duped them, more or less. So that was the controversy that happened about a year ago. And it has officially been reported on Business of Beauty that beauty is entering its super dupe era. And this shows on the front, it is a photo of the MCO Beauty All Dayer Setting Spray, and they are in collaboration with Skindinavia, who holds the patent for the cooling technology, the setting spray for the original All Nighter. So basically, we are getting we are getting the all nighter, now in new packaging, probably at a way better price, from MCO Beauty, who is the dupe queen brand of 2020, of the 2024, 25, 26 right now. And we are getting We are getting is it a dupe though? That's the other question. But we are getting the all nighter setting spray renamed to the all dayer, and it is coming from MCO Beauty, and it is most likely not going to be at that $32 price point that we would pay for the all nighter for the Urban Decay setting spray. And Business of Beauty, they write the exact same formula as Urban Decay's best-selling original product. The All Dayer is a super dupe, which is an exact but cheaper replication or elevation of an existing formulation. And that's something that I wanted to bring up is like, is it really a dupe though? Yes, the packaging looks similar, but when I think of a dupe, it's when the packaging looks nowadays, I should say, when I think of a dupe, it's when the packaging looks really similar, when the outcome of the product, the finished result looks really similar. And essentially, it looks like just a cheaper version of the higher end one. The ingredients may not be the same, or they're the same but in like different concentration, so like in a different order. And that can just do with like, are the ingredients, if you completely copy the ingredients list from the higher end and you put it in your dupe, so to say, then you can get in trouble because it's the exact same formula. Whereas like if you have an ingredient that was lower down on the higher end list and you move it up and you rearrange the ingredients a little bit with the concentrations, then you're technically not infringing on their product. And so is this really a dupe though? Because Skindinavia owns the patent, they own the formulation. Is this really a dupe though? It's not. And them calling it a super dupe, I find really interesting too, because it's not a dupe. It's the original formula, just in new packaging from MCO Beauty. And like I said, I'm hoping it's going to be at a really good, affordable price point. Did you see the all nighter original OG formula coming back? Was this on your bingo card for 2026 with Skindinavia partnering with the queen of all dupes for makeup? I did not see that on my 2026 bingo card. I honestly thought, because Skindinavia, they do sell their formula. You can find it on Amazon. I ordered mine from Amazon Prime. If I remember right, the 8-ounce one is like $30. I mean, like you paid the same for the big one as what you did for the little one, and it is the original OG Skindinavia formula. So they have been allowed to set, like, they own the formula. There was just a contract that they made the formula in, you know, in cahoots, in partnership with Urban Decay. And now that that contract is over, they are allowed to partner with somebody else. It's not a dupe, in my humble opinion. It's the all nighter setting spray. It's renamed as the all dayer setting spray. Now, I do have so many questions about, is this really legal to call it the all dayer setting spray? While they can partner with anybody that they want. And MCO Beauty does have a wide range of customers. They have a bigger distribution. They are located in Target now, not just, you can't, like, you can buy them on TikTok, you can buy them online on their website. Now you can buy them in Target, and I think they're coming to Walmart as well. But was this on your bingo card? And in my humble opinion, I kind of feel like it's an FU to Urban Decay, because Urban Decay did leave Skindinavia completely in the dark with their entire negotiation, with their partnership. And then Skindinavia found out at the last minute that their contract was null and void and that Urban Decay was ending it. And like I said, there hasn't been any legal breach of contract that has come to light that I know of. I do know that Skindinavia did make it public that Urban Decay did not renew their contract and they were left in the dark for so long. And a lot of people were really upset with Urban Decay with the whole situation, because Skindinavia is a very small brand. And I did do a comparison between the two sprays, the original all nighter and the new all nighter, the reformulated one. And I do have to say that the all nighter new one, it's so drying because the alcohol concentration is insane in that formula. I don't think it works well for somebody with, I have normal skin. I'm not oily. I'm not super dry. I just have normal skin. I'm pretty hydrated, but I'm not overly hydrated. And the original, it works so much better than the new formulation. So I do have those videos for you guys to check out, but let me know in the comments down below, did you guys foresee that we would get a literal, like, the all-nighter coming back as the all-dayer, and it's being produced by the queen of dupes, MCO Beauty? And did you see that on your bingo card? Because I didn't see that on my bingo card. Like, I'm actually kind of excited because the all-nighter setting spray is like a $34 formula from Urban Decay, and that really puts a thought in my head, like, what were you paying for when you were paying for the all-nighter from Urban Decay? It wasn't just the formulation, it was the name, the brand behind the whole product. And I honestly am going to laugh my butt off if MCO Beauty gets a Best of Beauty Allure Award for 2026 for their all-dayer setting spray. So if you guys like content like this, unfiltered opinions, a journalistic marketing lens on the beauty space, then definitely leave me a comment down below. Make sure that you subscribe. I want to hear what your thoughts are about this whole thing in the comment section down below, and I hope I get to see you in my next video. Bye.